Big fan of John Wall of the Washington Wizards. And, you know, he had a dance in college where it's just real simple. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2. And, you know, I think that's simple enough. Make it sexy, make it your own. So, I will. And
hop on that hype train.
Week 2 of On the Line. You know how it goes, 58-59. I'm starting to get pissed off at the NFL right now. Not because these guys are wife beaters, but because I keep having to check my Twitter this afternoon. All of a sudden, blowing up. Jonathan Dwyer. Maybe he beat his wife. The problem is, I gotta keep checking. Do I add Ellington, Stephon Taylor, Stephon Jordan? We'll head up to Portland. What do you got, Lefty?
NFL players, you know, get all that money, have one of the best jobs in the world. You just got to act a little smarter. You can't hit your wife or kids. I don't care how much they piss you off.
In the Bay Area, we got Big Crash.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Playing in the NFL is a privilege, and they got to start acting like it. Former Andre Ellington handcuff is now, according to Twitter, in handcuffs.
All right, that's enough about that stuff, guys. What do you think about Week 2 in the NFL?
It seems to be Kaepernick's thing where he'll just have a bunch of good games and then throw 3 picks really quickly. They had that game. Should have put away the Bears, but Kaepernick's got to be smart with the football.
I think Kaepernick's a fraud. I don't think he has what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. I'm tired of him taking sacks. He threw 3 picks. He got a fucking penalty for calling someone the N-word or something. Kaepernick's a fraud.
How can you say he's not an NFL quarterback when he's gone to a Super Bowl and NFC Championship game? You know, maybe he
I got to agree on this one.
He also makes plays.
He was good. Think about his best game ever. NFC playoff game against the Packers. Couldn't stop the read option. Today's NFL, you look at read option quarterback, RG3. They can stop it now. Read option is done. Need someone who can throw from the pocket. Andrew Luck. I need a quarterback that can sit in the pocket, not get hurt, and throw the ball downfield. When they're calling those flags on the deep passes nowadays, there's no need to run the read option, and defensive coordinators are smart enough to stop it.
There's improvement that he needs to make, but he's still a work in progress, and he shows light. You know, that he didn't take care of the ball like he should have. He didn't lose that game as much as the Bears actually made some great plays near the end of that
Marshall, game. Outstanding catch in the half.
Al, you're up there in the Northwest. What's the word on the Hawks?
You know, obviously they completed a lot of passes on Richard Sherman's side of the field. Keenan Allen said, we're not scared of Richard Sherman. He's not the best corner in the league. They got the Broncos coming up into the Hawks' nest this coming weekend. And you better believe that they're going to try to give him an ass whooping just like Adrian Peterson, especially after a loss to the Chargers, a team that they probably should have beat.
Any injuries?
No injuries. I got lucky. I avoided the injury bug. You know, with Black Sunday being the way it was, count my blessings.
What teams scare you?
Big Fat Hayden, definitely been looking out for him. I don't know what week I play him, but that's going to be a big week. I'm probably not going to get much sleep. Hathaway's team is that tier 1. Those tier 1 players that are capable of putting up those huge numbers. So we'll see how that works out for him.
I'm sitting here 0-2 right now. My clusterfuck is not doing very well. I was decimated by injuries. I'm sure Corey knows. He dogged me this week. Jamal Charles was out. But it's just one of those weeks. I think I got a matchup against Orthodox Judaism. I actually put in a waiver claim for Kirk Cousins. He's well suited for that offense. You know, he's got Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garcon, Alfred Morris, a decent offensive line. And he just makes all the throws.
Well, I put in a claim for Cousins. Al had priority over me. I think Kirk Cousins, he's capable of putting up, you know, about 15 points a week. And my quarterback situation, the way it is, I could use some consistency like that. And I feel good enough about my team right now where I don't really need to be making any huge moves. I'd rather you know, gain waiver priority than to take a shot on a guy that I don't really believe in.
One last thing on the waivers. I picked up Nile Davis.
Overrated. If Jamal Charles can't get it done, that offense.
You guys watch the Miss America pageant. What do you guys think? And what are you hearing about next year? Which state you think will take it home?
I did not get a chance to watch Miss America, but, you know, love that she's from the Bay Area. You know, shout out to the East Bay. In terms of next year, I think, you know, a lot of good-looking girls in the Northwest, so maybe Oregon, Washington. But you can't count out California. You just can't. They're gonna make a play.
You know, I never miss a pageant. Yeah, Walnut Creek, about 20 minutes away from me. I actually have a girl in Walnut Creek right now. Kind of been big leaguing her. We'll see. She's 26 though, but you know, I like the talent coming out of the South. You know, year after year they always bring it. Arkansas, Mississippi, you know, North South Carolina. They always, you know, have really heavy talent. I'm surprised that someone from California was able to win it this year.
She was actually Miss New York, but she went to high school in Walnut Creek. Hey, gotta tip your cap to her, pageant girls. They're a little bit crazy, so a fun time, and they know how to perform. All right, next up, we got Waka Flocka. He tweeted today that he was looking to hire someone at $50K a year to be his blunt roller. The question is, what will be the best part about having a personal assistant? Obviously, nothing sexual, guys. What do you think? What will be the best thing? For me, I think a personal chef. You go paleo, you know, bacon in the morning, eggs at lunch, steak at dinner. How do you beat that?
For me, it'd be some sort of fashion consultant. If there was someone that could dress me every day, you know, kind of keep me honest with what I wear. I think every single day this summer I've worn basketball shorts, flip-flops, and one of Robbie Gordon's T-shirts.
For me personally, you know, senior year of college, I just want somebody to be there to tutor with me. Either somebody to do my homework for me so I can focus on baseball, or just help me get better in the classroom.
I got a Snapchat today of Ben Beck rocking number 8 jersey in the Orange-Black World Series. Is this confirmed?
Yes, he was wearing number 8.
All right, Ben Beck, that's a chop, man. That number's retired for at least 3 years, man, until we get a whole new class. I'm sorry.
Thursday night gambling picks. This week is the Falcons versus the Bucks. Falcons are favored by 7 points, and the over-under is 45. Lefty, who do you got?
I got Falcons, and I will take the over. I like that offense. Matt Ryan throwing the ball across the field. Great precision. Julio Jones, oh my God, fantasy monster. And that defense will play well too. Josh McCown's horrible, by the way.
I love the Falcons this year, but I'm going to take Tampa Bay on the spread. I think there's not going to be a lot of scoring. I'm going to take the under as well.
Yeah, I think Matt Ryan had a down week this past week, so I'm going to take the Falcons in a bounce-back game. Now it's time for our weekly tweet. You know, keep sending those tweets, folks. You know, we love to get them to make us crack up. So this week it's at swagaholics_23, and I think it's a he, but his question is, what velo could you bring right now? No warm-up throws, but you can crow hop. Love the show.
No, I just came from Black and Orange World Series. I threw 3 hitless innings. My velo was around 81 to 83, but I could hump up. Maybe get back a little bit more, 84, 85. But my arm is shot right now, so give me 4 to 5 days and I'll be good.
Yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy if I could hit 70. We're talking no warm-ups here and a crow hop. I don't think I was ever technically clocked at 80, and it's been a few months since I've been playing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think 65 to 70, but I'd settle for 69. Keep the ball down. All right, Al, race to the case. What happened?
Well, it was a great event. It always is. It was at Aaron and Brad's house. I think we can't really tell who is the clear-cut winner because there's allegations of cheating, allegations of beer switching, but in the end, Aaron and Brad came out on top. EJ and I were, I think, in the top 5 maybe. But I was also getting high the entire time.
You guys have blue ribbons?
Yeah, we had PBR. They live with Kurt and K-Ross, so they can't call it like the baseball house or like basketball house or anything like that. But I don't think they have a name actually, like officially.
How'd you pitch today?
I started for Orange Team, went 3 innings, no hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. So good outing overall. Struck out King too, so.
Wait, so Al, I got some I got questions about LC right now. First of all, when's homecoming weekend?
I don't know.
Rumor has it that a member of the Lewis and Clark 4 will be in the Palatine Hill area next weekend.
All I'm going to say back to that is there's going to be a huge party, a lot of drugs, a lot of girls, you know. So, hopefully good weather, too.
What am I hearing girls from?
There's a soccer game that started 2 minutes ago, so I'm probably going to go hit that up, you know.
Oh, nice. Question also. I've also gotten Snapchats that Ben Beck has a jersey of me. Is this confirmed?
He does. He does have a jersey of you, and it's pretty legit.
All right, that's pretty tight. Any freshmen showing out?
Sean Shepard, Proud of Marin Catholic High School, looked really good today. He did make a defensive miscue, but, you know, it's early.
How's Gutterman
looking? Pitchers, too. Some very good freshman pitchers.
Okay, how's Gutterman looking?
He's looking all right. He was on my team, and I think he might have gotten a hit. I know he moved a guy over.